Here it is, a Greek Niva, another unusual car I shipped to North America, this time to Canada. Why unusual? Well, besides being a unique experience for me, the car itself was something special. This was a 20-year-old Lada Niva with a completely rust-free body. Thank you, Greek climate. It was also the first Niva I had ever seen with factory-style AC, neatly installed under the glove compartment. Keep in mind, this was 2 decades old. Lada installs AC now, but back then it was definitely an expensive upgrade. The surprises didn't end there. This Niva had a Lada anti-theft immobilizer. To start the engine, you had to bring a small fob to the reader before turning the key. It also came with power steering, power windows, Lada-branded alloy rims, Lada-branded stereo system, a towing hook, a roof rack loaded with fog lamps. Basically, this was the most fully equipped Niva I'd ever come across. Inside the trunk, it also had a propane tank, which we had to remove for it to be admissible for ocean shipping. Why was this an unusual experience for me? It was my first shipment out of Europe. I had just moved to Greece and didn't know that as a foreigner who hadn't lived there for at least 6 months, I legally couldn't buy a car, even if it was for export. I tried explaining the situation to the authorities, but they were firm, no exceptions. So I had to find a workaround. I found a dealer that pretended to buy the Niva from the Greek seller, then he resold it directly to my Canadian client. Obviously, this arrangement required extra money. The dealer had to be compensated for playing his part. Even though I lived in Thessaloniki, which has a large port, I still had to transport the car all the way to Athens for shipment. Shipping was expensive, and even finding a company willing to handle the export took quite an effort. My usual German brokers refused to ship the Niva because of their self-imposed sanctions. The car had absolutely nothing to do with Russia. It spent its entire life in Greece. But the fact that it was manufactured in Russia was enough for them to treat it as if it was somehow sanctioned. But in the end, everything worked out. The Greek Niva safely reached Canada and rolled into the client's driveway, marking another unusual but successful chapter of my useful hobby.